Winter, an improvised mystery by Shorty. Let's see where this audio takes us. Veronica. I pushed away from the door and passed quite close to you. For one crazy second, I wanted to pull you in for a kiss. Where the hell did that come from, I thought. I knew you were watching me as I descended the stairs, and I liked that fact. I knew you were intrigued by me, if not apprehensive. I feel I was a puzzle to you. Hell, I was a puzzle to myself. I headed out looking for Julius. I wanted to let him know that I wanted to be equal, not just in, well, stuff, a house, but in duty, in responsibility. I didn't want to be kept. I've always been kept, indulged, looked after. No more. I found my darling brother in Father's study, along with Miles, the family lawyer. Both talking quietly, bent over papers, an open decanter in Julius's hand. A bit early for that, isn't it? Oh, yes, I'm sure it's past 8 somewhere. Miles greeted me with 2 air kisses. He stank of cigars and too much cologne. Don't get me wrong, he was nice enough, good looking, from a good family. But he had a slimy quality, sloppy, overbearing, too friendly. Plus, I didn't like the idea that he knew more than I did about family money, business, etc. He and my brother. I had felt a shift as I walked into the room, and they stopped talking. And did Julius cover up some papers? Or did I imagine that? So, what are you up to? I inquired. Julius waved me away. Nothing you'd be interested in, dear sister. I might be. Miles raised his eyebrows and smirked. Whatever. I've come to find a key. To Mother's room. I mean, to the attic room in Mother's room. Do you know where it is? Julius opened a drawer. It was full of keys. Help yourself, he said. I scrabbled round in the drawer. All the keys were labelled, but I couldn't see the right one. Julius and Miles seemed to hold their breath, as if waiting for me to leave. I took my time, and made as much noise scrabbling around in that drawer as possible. I can't find it. Oh, well, I thought someone had been in Mother's room. Nothing really. Just nothing. Well, I have the key to Mother's room, and the only other way in is through the attic. But that was locked. I could see Julius was uninterested, though Miles was intent on me, his eyes always boring into me. Oily man. I exited the room and called back, I'm going for a walk in the garden. It was then that you thundered down the stairs. I'll join you, you said, out of breath. Oh, do as you please. But wrap up. Looks like a storm coming. We walked in silence, down the sloping lawn, through the rose garden and the arbour, made our way through the walled vegetable garden. That would need replanting come spring, I thought to myself. This is the gate. It leads to the cliff path. Want to go through? You get a great view of the ocean, but it's a bit treacherous. The tall gate squealed and we stepped out onto a gravelly path. The view almost takes your breath away, doesn't it? Don't go too close to the edge. No, we can't go down. The tide's in. You see? Lapping at the steps below. Shall I tell you how this place got its name? Winterfell. You looked down at me with interest. I had your undivided attention. Well, my great ancestor, Rufus Winter, who built this house, fell from these very rocks. Though, some say he jumped. Sadly, I'm a poor historian, and don't know much more. I just know it's dangerous. Other people have fallen, and some have jumped. And yes, still, there's no fence. You can't build on it, you see. It's solid rock. But the path is wide enough if you're careful. We stood a while, looking far out, across the ocean. Wind whipping about our faces. The heavy, brooding clouds above us, threatening at any moment to unleash a torrent. You could feel the weight of them, the electricity. It was then that I felt your warm hand slip into mine. It caught my breath. I let go straight away and walked back to the gate and marched back up to the house. Before I entered, I glanced back, and I was relieved to see you closing the gate behind you. I didn't like to think of you standing on that cliff. It gave me the shivers. The study was quiet as I passed it. The door closed shut. No doubt locked. But yes, my curiosity has been piqued. Why didn't I look into documents? Why didn't I know anything about, finances? Money. I knew ballpark I had some cash, and I'd be okay. But the thought of anyone taking anything from me not getting my just desserts, my inheritance, I didn't like it. I didn't like the way Julius and Miles looked. Sneaky, in cahoots, conspiratorial. And why had you thought it was okay to touch me, to hold my hand? I didn't know you. Had I given some kind of... What had I done to encourage such a thing? Oh well, I never understand men. A door upstairs banged, just before you entered the hallway. I shouted up the stairs, "Julius?" But a few moments later my brother appeared from the drawing room. "Oh, I thought you were upstairs. I'm taking it Miles has gone." Julius just nodded and headed for the study. That left me and you standing in the hall, rather awkwardly. Well, my darlings, I hope you liked that little tale. And if you think you'd like me to get my tongue around something a little more spicy, why not join my Patreon? Talking of Patreon, here they are. Shenanigans, Billy, Living Lightning, Pokemon, David, Mad Coffee, Nikki Phantom, Pillowy Slave, Glutamus Maximus, Mordred, Stephen, Campaign for a Better Weekend, Rel, Fire, Outsider HP, Jovi Lucky, B, Ted, Jelly Mage, Aaron, Ben Smith, Cubby, Donny, Glad Happy, and Chibi Dude.